Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Tayyab Abbas, and I will be your host for this exciting webinar on public web data to drive business growth. And whether you are here to learn the basics, refine your strategies, or explore advanced ways to use public web data, I will promise you you will leave with valuable insight. And this session will run for 60 minutes. Here, the plan we will begin with the foundational concept, move on the intermediate strategies, explore advanced technique, and wrap up with the Q&A session. So, feel free to drop your question in the chat feature throughout the webinar. We will address as many as possible in the later. So, I'm excited to introduce our special guest speaker who brings a wealth of experience and expertise in the field of data scraping. Let's get started and welcome Mr. Hassan to the webinar. Let's start with the basic and the lay foundation for today's session. Hassan, here the first question to get us started. What exactly is public web data and how can it be used to drive growth for businesses? Yes, Hassan, please.
Yeah, so first of all, thanks Sayyid, thanks for having me for today webinar, and I am really excited, and hopefully we will have some amazing discussion. So coming to your question, so what is the public web data? So when we talk about public web data, so public data is any information which is readily available on the internet. For example, if we talk about any website, like we open some website like Amazon or and eBay, Walmart, you see all the tags, their product images, their prices, so that all concludes to a public web data because you are seeing that information. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, just a minute. Uh, yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
okay, let's take the example of eBay. So eBay is, so the same is a e-commerce website, and you can buy products from here. Like if I search about jackets, like winter is coming, and I think it's already in. Now, if you search about the jackets, there's a title and there is a price. Also, there is a discounted price. All of these yield to the public web data. So this is public web data, and the images. So people, when we talk about public web data, people try to scrap these elements or these values. So this is what we call web data, like anything which is publicly available on the internet, which you can see actually is public web data. And now the question raises why this public web data or is useful, or how the company will use this web data to draw something meaningful out of it. So for that, for example, if a company is looking for a jackets, like selling jackets, and
yeah,
they want to know about the trends, what are the trends in the market. To analyze these, or to draw these outcomes, you need public web data. So
yeah,
let me give you a simple example. Like we cannot do, in the webinar we cannot scrap in a real time, and I can show you. Like I can't show you a real example, but I can show you a small example.
yeah, yeah,
For
sure.
example, if we go to Google Trends, there in the Google Trends, let's say we want to know either the jackets will go sell well in the December or not. Let's say,
Yeah,
then if I type jackets here, like, we can also write winter jackets. Let's explore. So if you see winter jackets trend, this is for this day. Let's do it like 1 year, the past 12 months. Let's see what's going on in the market. See here, as soon as the winter came, the trend is going upward. Interest of the people is more into the jackets. So how you can easily understand that how Google is analyzing this data, because they collect public web data on a large scale, and they can create these trends, they can create these visualizations. So from this example, you can easily conclude that in the November or in the December, the winter jacket sales are going upwards. Like if the people interest is more into this topic, then you can easily draw a conclusion that the sale will go high. So this is how you can use the public web data. And once you collect this data, then you have to create these visualizations. So this is a next another thing. But yeah, this is a simple example of how you can use public web data.
Yeah, thank you, Hassan. The next question is, can you please share a simple example on how a small or medium business can use public web data to solve a real world problem or grow their revenue? Please, Hassan.
Okay, so if we're talking about how medium or small business can use this public web data,
Yeah.
so again we will go with the simple example. We will use the tool which are publicly available, which we can use to
Mhm.
draw something like we can conclude something out of it. So again we will take the example of Google Trends. Let's take the example of Mm, let's take the example of a coffee shop. Okay,
Yeah.
so for example, there's a coffee shop which want to increase their sales. Like it's a small or medium business, and
Yeah.
they want to increase the sales of their coffee for the next month. Like they are creating a strategy for the coming months. So
Mm.
for example, we search about. Um, let's close this. We can go to Google. Okay, let's say we search about iced coffee. Okay, so first of all we will see like how how the coffee this coffee is performing in the region. Like
Yeah.
we can select also other regions. Yeah, let's take the example of the Pakistan. Okay, so
Yeah.
here you can see the interest of Punjab is more than the interest in the Sindh. So this means that the people in Punjab are and Sindh are actively looking for the iced coffee.
Yeah.
So if the restaurant is inside the Punjab region, then they can easily conclude that the sales will go high in the winters, like these coming months. Okay, so first you have to know whether your sale will go up or not.
Mhm.
So from that you easily draw that the sales are going up. And if we see the trend, like we will go past 12 months. You see here, the sales were bit high in the July. So
Yeah.
in November, I think the trend is going below. If you see in the broader aspect, so if it's on the restaurant, if they want to give this option or not. Let's say for example, if the sales were going high, like let's consider we are at my April. Okay,
Mhm.
so if we are at April, so we can see that the trend was high. Like I for the iced coffee, people were searching more and more. So first thing in the April, you conclude that the sales are going up. So that's the first indication that you should target that particular thing. So after that, how we will find that what thing actually we should hit, like which aspect we should hit. So for that, the one thing which came into my mind is like you can do sentiment analysis. Like you can go to Google reviews, you can go to, you can go to Yelp.com if you are in US or UK region. You can see like what people, you can see the reviews of the people, actual people, like what they are liking and what they are not liking.
Yeah.
So if, for example, let's take the example of Yelp.com. It's very, if you see here, you can easily see that people are giving reviews to Starbucks. So for example, if your business is, you think that Starbucks is your competitor, then what will you do? Like if you are targeting for on regional base, like area base, something like that, you can go to their restaurant which is near to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once you will go to that restaurant, you can easily find the reviews of the people which are available on the Yelp.com, and then from that reviews and that reviews, by doing the sentiment analysis, you can easily draw the conclusions like which product is going up, and why people are liking the products of Starbucks, and what you should target. Like some of the, there will be the mixture of reviews. Coming, let's see. Okay, let them load. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can move to the next question. It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yes, yes, okay. So
Yeah.
because I just want to show you like the reviews on the Yelp, so that you can just check which products are doing better, and you using that
Yeah,
reviews
I
you
think
can
audience
strategize
got
your
your
strategy
point.
the next.
Yes, Hassan, I think audience
Yeah.
got your point. We can move to the next question.
Mhm.
Yeah, the next question is for someone new to this, what are some basic tool or platform they can use to start collecting web data without needing a huge budget? Can you please give us some example?
Okay, so first of all, when we are talking about when we are talking about the data,
Yeah.
uh, first you will go for the cheap cheap sources. If you are a small business, you can do you can use Google trends to find the trends, because trends are the backbone for your marketing strategies. If there is no trend, then there is nothing you can do in the marketing. So it's a free, and anyone can see the data.
Mm-hmm.
So Google review, sorry, Google trend
Yeah.
is one source, and okay. So then we have Google Trends. Other than that, if you want to do competitor analysis, you can use SimilarWeb, or you can use another one which is SEMrush. If
Yeah.
I think many people will already know that name.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very popular. So SEMrush.com. You can use SimilarWeb or SEMrush.com to create. If you are trying to system, like if you are trying to do web scraping, like you are creating your own system, and then you will do web scrape, and then you will collect the data, and then you will you know you are using die approach, do it yourself approach, then you have to create a system. You have to create a technical team which will do web scraping for you. So when we are talking about web scraping, then we have many third party tools available in the market. So if we talk about the web scraping tools, then there are some companies which came into my mind. One is you know uh, there is Crawlbase, which is the oldest
Yeah.
one. Other than that, there are many others like Oxylab. Okay, so if we talk about Crawlbase, then the Crawlbase is all-in-one scraping solution. So most of the time I use these to create scrapping solutions. So they offer
Yeah.
a wide range of products like call-based crawling API, crawler, and smart proxy and storage API. So anyone can blend these products as per his needs. So yeah, that's it. That's another option, publicly available option, and other than that, I think you can collect reviews as well. Like you can use yellowpages.com, or you can use, if you are looking for directories, you can use yellowpages.com. There are many examples out there, but the commons are Google Trends or scrapping solutions.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Hassan, the explained answer. And the next question is, once business have collected web data, how should they organize and clean the data to extract meaningful insights? Please, Hassan.
Okay, so once you collected that data, so to get the meaningful insight out of it, you need to you need to organize that data. So when we are talking about organizing the data, then first what will be the steps? Like first you will collect the data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will clean the data. So
Yeah.
cleaning the data means like once you collected the data, you should remove the junk data out of it. Like when you are
Yeah.
doing web scraping on a large scale, what happen is like you get all type of data, and if you are not normalizing your data, like not cleaning your data, it will cause you troubles. So things which I follow is like first of all, check if the data is valid or not. Like if you are doing something and the data is not related to it, then there is no benefit of that data. For first of all, check the eligibility of data. Other than that, then you should check about any duplicates or redundant data. You should clean your data from it. Other than that, you should pre-process your data. If someone in the audience is feasible, is has a know-how of ML, he should know the term of data pre-processing. So we need to pre-process that data, like we create weights for that, like we create labels for that. If it's a label, like we can say label encoding, and we should see if we have values, like we have labels for that data or not. Label is a term like if something is happening, like you have the answer or not. So if you have answer, then that learning will be supervised learning, and if you don't have that answer, then it will be unsupervised learning. So first of all, you need to go through with all these steps. Then in the last, you should do use data visualization. So once you get the data, then you have to create trends out of it. Like you have to you need to get something out of that data. For that, you need visualization tools. You need, like, if you are doing programmatically, then you have to know about in every language you have visualization libraries. Like in ML you have there are a lot of graphs you can create, like histogram or these bar charts and variation graphs. You have to create that graph similarly, like you can see one in on my screen, and then you can create get something out of it. Yeah, so that's the step which came into my mind.
Yeah, Hassan, thank you so much for the explained answer. And the next question is, how can business align the insights gained from public web data with broader objective like customer acquisition and product development? Yes, please.
Oh yeah, that's a very good question. So when we are talking about customer acquisition or product development, then we first you have to know that both of them are different things. Like don't mix up those things. People or companies sometimes do, like they are also looking for a customer acquisition as well as they are trying to do product development on the same data. So I think most of the time that leads to failure, because for customer acquisition, you need to know about the customer, like
yeah,
what are the customer sentiments. And if you know about, if you want to do product development, then you should know about the product itself, like how the similar products are doing in the market.
yeah,
For example, if we talk about customer acquisition, let's take an example of let's see on this, on my screen there's already open like iced coffee. Okay,
yeah,
so let's take the example. If you are trying to do customer acquisition, okay, then you have to find the marketing strategy. Like when you are talking about customer acquisition, then you are actually talking about the marketing. And for the marketing, you have to focus on marketing plots. Like if you let me give you an example, like you did your competitor analysis, like you find how your competitor is doing. For example, you go to uh, samrush. Okay, so let it open, and we search about Starbucks. Star. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so for example, you have opened this particular website, and now you want to know how your competitors are getting traffic. Like if they are getting traffic from the paid sources, if they are getting traffic from the organic sources, in the organic sources, what are they trying to market, like they are doing campaign on Instagram, Facebook, something like that. Okay, so for example, you go to this page, and you check, for example, we are Starbucks and we want to know how our competitors are doing. So we find here that Ruketan.com is our competitor, Lily Coffee is our competitor, and see, um, main organic competitor. Life Boost Coffee is our competitor. Tasting Table is our competitor. What will you do? You will go there. Let's say we go to Tasting Table. We will find from where their traffic is coming. Okay, so from for that you will see their organic traffic. Oh yes, they are getting a organic traffic, and this year they are getting 2.1 million. Okay, and
mm,
similarly you see here like how their organic keywords are doing. Like there are many keywords here. Like people use also, there are many other tools which are more good than this. Like if you guys if you use the subscription of Semrush, you will also get many other tables. Okay, so
yeah, yeah,
people mostly use, subscription based. So this is a free version, like you can also use this one. Like you will see here you will check what are their keywords. See here, Korean barbecue, chocolate, cinnamon. Okay, so they are hitting these keywords. So what will you do? First, you have check like organic traffic is 2.1 million, and they are hitting these keywords. You will strategize your market campaign as per this blend. Okay, so you
mm,
will strategize your market as per these keywords. You will strategize your market from the platforms from where they are getting the traffic. For example, if they are getting the traffic from the Instagram, and you are doing marketing for, let's say, coffees, and you check that the iced coffee or chocolate coffee is very popular here, and then you see that from the Instagram the main traffic is coming. Other sources also coming, but the main target which your competitor is hitting is Instagram. Then what will you do? You will create that product line, or like you will blend your products as per that as per that category, or as per that level, and then you will target the Instagram. So you need to know where the demand is coming. After that
yeah,
you can strategize your market campaign. So yeah, this is one of the example for a customer acquisition. But if we are talking about product development,
yeah,
then for example, we have a product like we are a skincare company, and we make lotions. Okay, so this is very basic example. And we go to yelp.com, like we type here, there are some competitor website name, and we find their outlet. And on the outlet we found out that people are asking that their lotions are very greasy. Okay, like they are not well settled on the skin. And also you find out that everyone, like many people are buying from that store, but they are complaining about it. So what will you do? You will, if you are that particular company, then you will correct your product. You will blend your product as per the customer demand. Or if you are competitor, then you should know, like, your competitor which is doing better than you is facing this problem. Then you can do the product development, you can create such lotions which are not greasy, and then you can
Yeah,
market that lotion to get the to catch the customer of your competitors. So this
yeah,
is how the product development works. So yeah, that's it from my side.
yeah. Thank you so much, Hassan. And the next question is, what are some common challenges businesses face when scaling their use of web data, and how can they overcome them?
Okay, so when we are talking about scaling the product data, then we are talking about the many many we can say many loopholes, you can say, or you can say many breakers between it. So when we talk about scaling data, then we should first we need to know about the sources from where we will get that public web data. So
Yeah,
there are many things involved. First is web data navigation, like you have to navigate the web data. Then you have should have a technical team. Then you should have visualization tools. You should have proper cost. You should know where to shut down. You should know how much marketing you can do and where you can market well. So when getting the public web data, there are many factors. Mostly the people face the common issues the people face are about cost and about the technical team. So these two are the most major things when you are targeting public web data. Uh, so I will say that first focus on public web sources. Once you identified them, then you should know about the your technical team. Like you should have a proper technical team, and you should manage your cost well. Like people, many startups which I have seen is like they go bankrupt in the middle. They don't do cost analysis in the start, and they get problems. So yeah, these are the things. So very common things are very common things which you should you know uh, you should take them into your account. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, Hassan. And the next question is, for companies that are already collecting significant amount of web data, how can AI and machine learning enhance their ability to drive insights and predict trends? Yes, please.
So yeah, when we are previously in if we go like 10 to 20 years backward, what we do is like we collect the data manually from different websites, and then we create spreadsheets, excel sheets, and then we save that data in the in the in the soft forms. So but now everything is going for the automation. And when we are talking about automation, then we are also talking about AI and machine learning. So with the with the with the machine learning, now we are able to process a large amount of data and create models out of it. And using that models, we can do predictions. So that's the second part of your question, like what should be the predictive analysis on it. So Using artificial intelligence, you can create your predictive models using machine learning, because the machine learning, artificial intelligence is a subclass of machine learning. And if we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are also talking about machine learning. So using machine learning, you can also analysis, do sentiment analysis. You can create people these days are using you know uh, artificial intelligence, or you can say ML, for virtual reality as well. Okay, so also anywhere where you want to create automated visualization, you can also use artificial intelligence. And one other thing is like, if you are doing price analysis, you can also create automated systems using AI. Like, if you if you have a website of e-commerce, and you are trying to maintain your price lower than your competitor, then you can create an AI automation system, which will which will based on the real time data from your competitor. Like, if you're scrapping your competitor in real time, you can use AI models on it to to know if their prices are lower or not. Based on that, you can automate create an automation system which can also lower your price as per your competitor. So this way you don't have to manually check if your competitor is good in prices or not. So people create these kind of artificial intelligence automation systems to just control the price. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Hassan. And the next question is, what are some key metrics our KPI business should track when leveraging public web data to ensure they are gathering real value or ROI?
Okay, so when we are talking about ROI, or general generally, like we can say KPIs. So we are talking about different kind of matrices. Like, whenever if some of you people have work in the marketing, you know about there are matrices metrics you create, like cost per acquisition, conversion rate, things like that. Also, you create a net promoter score. Like, you have different kinds of indexes on which you know on which you can calculate the success rate. So when we are talking about key matrices, or KPIs, first of all, what should we do is like, we should know about our web traffics, like percentage of traffic from organic, paid, social, or referral sources. Like, you should create a metric for it. Other than that, you can also calculate the conversion rate, like how many people are visiting your website and how many of them are getting your is like doing sign up for you for on your website. Also, other than that, you can also do about cost per acquisition, like how much cost you are like spending to get some amount of customers. Other
Mhm.
than that, you can also do like market share, like how much market share you are getting for a particular product. Also, you can create price graphs as well, like how good is your price in your competitor zone. So all of these yield to your ROI. So since on return on investment is ROI is a short form of return of
Yeah,
investment. So when you are investing something, you have to create these KPIs. So KPIs are very common these days, everyone know about them. So the things which I told you are some basics, and based on that you can calculate what are you getting out of your investment. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, thank you, Hassan. And looking forward, what emerging trend or future technology do you think will shape how business use public web data in next few years? Yes, please, Hassan.
Yeah. So when we are talking about uh, you know uh, public web data and how it will shape the how it will shape the world. So first thing which came into my mind is like AI and machine learning will become very popular, and
Yeah.
you will see that after the passage of time, many people you will see like they are using artificial intelligence and machine learning just to just to remain in the market. Like many big companies already doing artificial intelligence and machine learning, and
Hmm.
to compete with them it's becoming difficult day by day. So you will see AI and machine learning era. Other than that, you will see that people will create sources for real time data.
Hmm.
That's another point. Like real time data will be the backbone of every business. Like people can't wait now to just maintain the price as per their competitors. They can't wait to do it manually. They have to create some sources from there where they can get the real time data. Other than that, if we talk about uh, the trends which are coming into the market is like you can also see visualization industry is now growing. Like using AI you are creating visualization like images created by the artificial intelligence. That's also growing these days. Other than that, there are voice recognition, visual data visualization, blockchain technology also use in the future you will see a blockchain will be very common. And
Yeah.
to make that secure you also need public web data, because blockchain works on public web data. And to make it secure you need you need cybersecurity. So in the future you will see like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data. So
Yeah.
because without data, artificial intelligence can't work. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Hassan. All right, it's time for the Q&A session. Let me check the question from the audience. And uh, I think I didn't see any question from the audience. If anyone have any question, please feel free to ask for our special guest. We can wait for a while from the audience question, please. Okay, I think no one have any question. Unfortunately, we are out of time for today's session. Hassan, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and insight with us. It's been precious. And thank you so much, everyone, for your valuable time. And I have a special offer for audience. If you sign up now using the coupon code CB webinar, you will receive a credit of $25, which is around equal to 15,000 successful data crawling and data scraping requests for different popular platform. And if you would like to revisit any part of this webinar, the recording will be shared via email shortly, and you will visit our website as well. And thanks again. Thanks again, everyone. We can leave now. Bye.